Hello, dear friends. Welcome back to My Reboot, where we believe that aging doesn't mean slowing down, it just means getting smarter about how we move. Now, here's something that might surprise you. Walking too much after 70 could actually speed up aging in ways most people don't realize. Yes, walking is wonderful for your heart, your mood, and your independence. But when overdone or done without balance, it can quietly wear down joints, stress the lower back, and even worsen muscle loss known as sarcopenia. And don't worry, we're not telling you to sit down and stop. Quite the opposite, we're going to show you smarter, safer, and more effective ways to stay strong, steady, and vibrant well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. So if you've been wondering whether your daily strolls are helping or hurting, this one's for you. Stick with me, we're just getting warmed up. Let's talk about what to do instead. 1. Focus on strength over steps. Why muscle matters more than miles after 70. Here's the truth most walking programs don't tell you. Once you reach your 70s, the number of steps you take matters less than the strength behind each one. If your legs aren't strong, your balance suffers. Your joints take more impact. And before long, simple activities like climbing stairs, standing from a chair, or walking across a parking lot become harder, not because you aren't walking enough, but because the muscle behind the motion is fading. This condition is called sarcopenia, and it quietly affects nearly every older adult. After 60, we can lose up to 1/3 of our muscle mass, often without noticing, until the weakness shows up during everyday tasks. And while walking is good cardiovascular exercise, it doesn't do enough to stop muscle loss. In fact, long walks without proper strength support can accelerate wear and tear on the knees, hips, and lower back. That means more discomfort, not less, and a faster decline in mobility. So, what should you do instead? Begin with resistance. Resistance training, done safely and simply, can do more for your independence than any number of steps. And no, we're not talking about lifting heavy weights at the gym. We're talking about gentle, consistent movements that challenge your muscles just enough to keep them active and alive. Think of it like this: walking is the practice. Strength is the foundation. Try this simple switch. 2 to 3 times a week, replace one of your longer walks with 15 to 20 minutes of bodyweight or band exercises. Chair squats, gentle leg lifts, resistance band curls, or light wall push-ups. These movements don't require fancy equipment, and they can be done right at home, even from a seated position if needed. Why is this better? Because resistance training doesn't just preserve muscle, it also supports your bones, improves balance, and helps regulate blood sugar. Harvard Medical School found that older adults who strength trained just twice a week had significantly lower risks of falls, fractures, and even cognitive decline compared to those who only walked. And here's something else to consider. The muscles that keep you stable, your glutes, thighs, and core, need more stimulation than walking provides. Without strength, your stride becomes shorter, your posture worsens, and your risk of tripping rises. This is why so many older adults who walk daily are still shocked by a sudden fall. But with just a few minutes of strength-focused movement, you can reverse that trend. You'll walk better, stand taller, and feel more confident with every step. Another benefit? It boosts your metabolism. As we age, metabolism slows naturally. But lean muscle acts like a metabolic engine, burning more calories even when you're resting. That means better energy, easier weight control, and more stamina throughout the day. Here's how to get started. Use a chair for support if you're new or unsteady. Focus on form, not speed. Start with 1 to 2 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions. Increase gradually, listening to your body along the way. Breathe naturally and stay hydrated. Remember, it's not about doing a perfect workout. It's about telling your body, we're not done yet. Strength is a message your muscles understand, and it's never too late to send it. 2. Rest is not laziness. Why active recovery is the secret to aging strong. Let's talk about something most people get wrong after 70, rest. Not the kind you get at night, but the kind you take during the day when your body feels tired. Many older adults fall into one of two traps. Either they push through every ache and pain thinking it's just part of aging, Or they stop moving altogether, worried that activity will cause harm. The truth? Too much movement without recovery, or too much rest without activity, can both speed up aging. Here's why. When we walk long distances or stay on our feet too long, especially as older adults, we put our muscles, joints, and connective tissue under stress. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Our bodies are designed to recover and rebuild stronger. But only if we give them the right kind of rest. And here's the key: rest does not mean doing nothing. It means choosing the right movements that help your body bounce back stronger, not stiffer. This is called active recovery, and it's one of the most overlooked tools for aging well. Think of your muscles like a sponge. When you exercise or even walk for an extended period, your muscles absorb pressure and microscopic tears develop. That's normal. It's how strength is built. But if you immediately sit down for hours, your sponge dries out. Your joints tighten. Blood flow slows. That's when stiffness and soreness take over, and energy levels drop. Now, imagine if instead you gently moved your body, just a little. Light stretching, slow breathing, even a short session of Tai Chi or chair yoga. This low-impact movement increases circulation, reduces inflammation, and helps the body flush out waste products like lactic acid. That's not just recovery, it's regeneration. So, what can you do for active recovery? Here are a few simple options anyone can start right at home. Gentle stretching. Focus on the hips, lower back, and hamstrings, areas that get tight after too much walking. A seated hamstring stretch or gentle spinal twist can make a big difference. Tai Chi or chair yoga. These slow, flowing movements are ideal for aging muscles. They improve balance, reduce stress hormones, and keep joints lubricated. Breath work and posture resets. Just sitting tall, inhaling deeply, and moving your shoulders in slow circles can relieve muscle tension and improve oxygen flow to your brain. Use a foam roller or massage ball. These tools help release muscle tension and improve mobility. Think of it as self-care for your fascia, the connective tissue that supports every movement you make. And here's something most people forget: hydration is part of recovery. Every muscle in your body needs fluid to function well. Even mild dehydration can make your legs feel heavy and your energy tank empty. Start your day with water, especially before your first cup of coffee or tea. Keep a water bottle close by during walks and after activity. Now, why is this so important after 70? Because our recovery time naturally gets longer as we age. The body doesn't bounce back as quickly, especially if we're not sleeping well or eating enough protein. Without recovery, we break down faster than we build up. That's how people who keep busy all day still end up feeling weak or run down. But when you recover actively, everything changes. Your muscles rebuild faster. Your joints feel looser. Your balance improves. You sleep deeper. And perhaps most importantly, you feel more confident in your body again. A Harvard study found that older adults who combined moderate exercise with structured recovery had significantly better mobility and lower inflammation than those who exercised without rest. That's proof that how you recover matters just as much as how you move. So here's a gentle challenge for you: build recovery into your day like it's an appointment. Don't just stop and sit. Stop and stretch. Breathe. Move slowly. Reflect. Let your body restore itself, and it will return the favor with more energy, better movement, and less pain. 3. Posture over pace. How the way you walk may be aging you faster. Let's take a moment to think about something we do every day, something so automatic, we rarely notice it: walking. Now here's a question most people never ask. Are you walking in a way that protects your body, or wearing it down? After 70, posture isn't just about appearance. It's not about looking younger or standing tall for a family photo. It's about protecting your spine, your joints, your lungs, and even your brain. And poor posture while walking can quietly accelerate the very things we're trying to avoid: fatigue, joint pain, shortness of breath, and even falls. Let me explain why. As we age, our muscles naturally weaken, especially the ones that support good posture: the core, the glutes, and the upper back. Combine that with tight hip flexors from too much sitting and thinning bones from decades of wear, and we start to see a common pattern: the forward lean. Shoulders round forward. Head juts out. Stride shortens. Steps become less stable. And this puts enormous strain on the knees, lower back, and neck. Now, if you're walking like this every day, even for healthy, long walks, you're reinforcing poor alignment. You're putting extra pressure on joints that are already more fragile. Over time, this can lead to knee pain, hip tightness, spinal compression, and reduced lung capacity. And the worst part? It also increases your risk of tripping or falling. Here's the good news: you can fix this. And you don't need a physical therapist or a complicated workout to do it. What you need is awareness, and a few simple changes to your walking routine. Let's talk about how to walk better, not just more. 1. Start from the top. Before you take your first step, do a posture reset. Stand tall. Imagine a string pulling the crown of your head upward. Roll your shoulders back and down. Gently tuck your chin. This alone can reduce neck strain and open your chest so you breathe easier. 2. Engage your core. This doesn't mean sucking in your stomach. Just gently tighten your abdominal muscles like you're zipping up a jacket. This supports your lower back and helps keep your pelvis aligned. 3. Look ahead, not down. Many seniors walk with their eyes on the ground, afraid of tripping. But this posture actually increases your risk of falling. Keep your gaze about 10 to 15 feet ahead. This keeps your spine aligned and helps your brain anticipate terrain changes more effectively. 4. Use your arms. Let your arms swing naturally from the shoulders, not stiff from the elbows. This improves balance and rhythm. Try to keep a relaxed bend at the elbow and avoid holding things in both hands as you walk, unless you're using walking poles for support. 5. Take smooth, even steps. Don't shuffle. Don't stomp. Walk with intention. Aim to roll your foot from heel to toe. This natural movement helps your muscles absorb shock and prevents joint strain. And here's a bonus tip: try barefoot balance training, at home on a soft surface. Practicing posture and foot placement without shoes helps strengthen stabilizing muscles in your feet and ankles. Just a few minutes a day can improve balance and make your walking form stronger and more efficient. You might be wondering, does posture really matter that much? The answer is absolutely yes. Studies show that seniors with upright posture experience better lung function, reduced fall risk, and even improved mood and memory. One fascinating study even found that simply correcting posture while walking helped older adults walk farther, with less pain and more energy. Here's the takeaway: how you move matters more than how far you go. 4. Too much busy can backfire. Why constant motion might be slowing you down. Let's talk about something that feels like a virtue: staying busy. You've probably heard people say, "Just keep moving," or "Stay active and you'll age better." And while there's truth to that, it's also a message that can lead many older adults down a path they didn't expect, one filled with exhaustion, joint pain, and even faster aging. Here's what most people don't realize: being active all day is not the same as being strong, steady, or well-rested. Constant motion, especially the kind that comes from chores, errands, or busy work, can slowly wear your body down. And worse, it gives the illusion that you're doing enough for your health, when in reality, your body may be crying out for a smarter balance. Now, don't get me wrong. Activity is vital. Movement keeps the blood flowing, keeps the joints lubricated, and helps your muscles stay engaged. But if all your movement comes from being busy, rather than being purposeful, you might be skipping what your body really needs: restorative strength, thoughtful recovery, and focused energy. Let me give you an example. Imagine a typical day. You're up early, folding laundry, walking the dog, unloading the dishwasher, pulling weeds, running to the store, and preparing meals. You barely sit down. You feel like you've done so much, and you have. But here's the catch: all that activity may be uneven, repetitive, and unsupported by muscle strength. Over time, it puts stress on your knees, hips, and lower back. And because it's often low intensity but high repetition, it doesn't rebuild strength, it just slowly drains it. Your muscles get fatigued without being challenged. Your joints get overused without protection. And by evening, you may feel stiff, sore, or even unsteady on your feet. This kind of always doing is not rest. And it's not structured movement either. It lives in the gray zone, where the body is always active but rarely supported. And that's where problems start. Here's what to do instead. 1. Redefine what active means. Instead of measuring your day by how many tasks you completed, ask yourself this. Did I give my body the kind of movement it needs to stay strong and balanced? That means strength-focused exercises, stretching, and even short breaks to breathe deeply or sit and reset. 2. Build in restful moments. Think of them like mini pit stops. Every couple of hours, take 5 minutes to sit, stretch, or lie flat and breathe deeply. Let your spine decompress. Let your feet relax. Let your muscles cool down and recalibrate. This isn't laziness. It's recovery, and it helps prevent long-term fatigue. 3. Use energy strategically. Instead of spreading yourself thin across a dozen activities, focus on 2 or 3 that really matter: walking with good posture, doing resistance training, or preparing a nutrient-rich meal. Your energy is precious. Spend it wisely. 4. Protect your joints while doing chores. Use a cushion when kneeling. Don't twist while lifting. Alternate tasks to avoid overusing the same muscles. And if you feel tired, pause. There's no badge of honor for pushing through pain, only the risk of injury. 5. Remember the power of saying no. It's okay to let the dishes sit for an hour. It's okay to ask for help carrying groceries. Prioritizing your well-being isn't selfish, it's survival. You can't pour from an empty cup. Here's the surprising part: people who alternate between structured movement, gentle recovery, and meaningful rest often have more energy than those who are constantly in motion. Their bodies don't break down from overuse. Their muscles are given time to rebuild. Their nervous systems aren't in a constant state of tension. And as a result, they age more gracefully. One long-term study found that older adults who included short periods of intentional rest throughout their day had better heart health, lower inflammation, and improved mobility compared to those who were always busy but never really still. 5. Try this instead: the joyful activity that strengthens your brain, bones, and balance. If walking too much is wearing you down, and endless busywork is leaving you drained, here's some good news. There's a better way to move your body that's not only safer but often more effective after 70. It supports your muscles, strengthens your bones, protects your balance, and gives your brain a serious boost. And the best part? It doesn't feel like a chore. It feels like play. What is it? Dancing. Yes, dancing. Whether it's a slow shuffle in the kitchen, a line dance with friends, or simply moving to music in your chair, dancing is one of the most complete, enjoyable, and brain-boosting exercises you can do at any age, especially after 70. Let's talk about why. First, dancing is multidimensional. Unlike walking, which tends to be linear and repetitive, dancing involves changes in direction, tempo, and rhythm. These variations challenge your coordination, your core stability, and your reaction time. And that means better balance, sharper reflexes, and lower risk of falls, all critical for maintaining independence. Second, dancing works your brain. When you dance, your brain has to do more than just move your legs. It processes rhythm, anticipates the next step, responds to music, and makes real-time decisions, all of which activate memory, focus, and spatial awareness. In fact, a landmark study published in the New England Journal of Medicine found that seniors who danced regularly had a 76% lower risk of dementia than those who didn't. That's not a typo. 76%. Now think about that. No medication, no machines, just music and movement. Third, dancing supports bone health. Many styles of dance are considered weight-bearing activities. That means they gently stress the bones in a way that promotes bone density, helping to prevent or slow osteoporosis. It also strengthens the muscles around your joints, improving stability and reducing the risk of injury from everyday activities. Fourth, dancing is a mood elevator. It releases endorphins, your body's natural feel-good chemicals. And that's key, because one of the sneakiest things that accelerates aging is not physical at all, it's emotional. Loneliness, depression, and anxiety can take a heavy toll on your health. Dancing lifts your spirits. It connects you to others. It brings joy back into movement. And fifth, it's flexible. You don't need to sign up for a formal class, although that's great if you enjoy it. You can dance in your living room, on your patio, or even seated in a chair. Chair dancing, by the way, is a fantastic option for those with joint pain, limited mobility, or balance issues. You still get the rhythm, the coordination, the brain stimulation, but without the strain. Here's how to get started. Choose a favorite song from your youth, something that makes you smile. Clear a small safe space with no rugs or clutter. Start by moving your arms, swaying your torso, or tapping your toes. Let the rhythm guide you, don't overthink it. This isn't about performance. It's about participation. Try for 5 to 10 minutes a day, gradually building up. You'll be surprised how quickly your stamina grows. And if you want more structure, try a beginner dance video online or check if your local community center offers senior dance classes. Many do, including ballroom, line dancing, and even Zumba Gold, which is designed specifically for older adults. One more reason to dance? It helps improve posture. Because dancing involves upright, aligned movement, it naturally strengthens the muscles that support your spine and core. That means better breathing, better digestion, and a more confident walk. Let's be honest, we all want to move better, feel lighter, and stay mentally sharp as we age. And dancing delivers on all three. It's the one activity that combines strength, coordination, endurance, creativity, and joy. What's one form of movement that brings you joy and makes you feel truly alive? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I read every one, and I'd love to hear your story. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss more practical, empowering health tips just like this. We're building a community of older adults who are rewriting the rules of aging, one strong step at a time.